Welcome to Mr. Moon has left the building with me, Sam Palmer, after West Ham have just won 3-1 against Sunderland. I don't even know what to say. Anyone who's a fan of this channel will know it's been a negative channel for a very, very long time, and I actually don't think I have a negative word to say. I think everything was done right. I think the manager, for the first time actually, got everything right. The players were fantastic. We started a little bit slow, but in control, I would say. A little bit of passing backwards and things like that. So there was that. But then, Somerville, he's finally turning into the player we thought we'd signed. And as I said, I've said it many times, I really, really was excited when we signed him. I think he started to show in the last few games. That's what we did sign. He was getting at players. He was brilliant. Ollie Scarles, absolutely brilliant. And as I say, we said it the other day on the pod. He could have collapsed after when he made the mistake. I can't even think the game we played was now at the back post. Remember the opportunity. He could have collapsed when we lost 1-0, but he didn't. He's come back. He won us a penalty today. I thought Bowen was fantastic. Fernandez was incredible, I thought. And I'm going to say it as well. I think Tadimo was really, really, really good. Now, he did get caught napping a little bit on their goal. But I'm not going to hold it against him. We're not, as I say, we're not a top side. We're going to make mistakes in the game. And unfortunately, we got punished on that one. But he did it moments later where he was out in that left-back area. And he come out strong. And I actually thought, what's he doing out here? But he come out and won the ball. And you know what? He wanted to win the ball. Everywhere he was, he wanted to win the ball. So yeah, what a positive display. I'm going to say the manager made the right subs for once as well. But Wilson, I thought Wilson was energetic, lively. Thought he done really, really well when he come on. And exactly what we needed. After Tati and Pablo had done a good thing, they brought Scarles off. Don't know if he needed to, but Dieu coming on, done well. I think they needed to bring Potts on at the time they did. And just as literally as I said we need a midfielder on here. It was getting a little bit open in the midfield. And he did it. It was perfect. The manager got it right. The players got it right. The fans got it right. Nice to see him having a go with Xhaka in the away dugout, giving him some stick. I think we were quite fortunate that he didn't play. But Mathas Fernandez, what a masterclass that was in midfield. I've got to say, a lot of people called it early on. I didn't. I didn't see he was going to be that sort of player. And people were right. I think he's turned out, although I'm not going to say that because some West Ham fans just say that every West Ham player that ever signs for us is fantastic. But how good does that feel? Undefeated in 3. So we'll say 3 wins on the trot. That's exactly what we'll say. But it just feels good. It felt like there was a bit of good feeling in the ground. They were singing a little bit. Second half was a little bit flat, but we'd expect that after being 3-0 up. It was the first game I watched for West Ham for a long time that I wasn't sitting there with sweaty palms and feet worrying when they're going to come back. They got to go, but I wasn't even worried. What do I think of the new players, Tati and Pablo? It's really funny because I criticised them on the first game, saying I just don't think they are. And I still kind of stand by that. But I think they've been really, really effective for us. It's funny, I was watching Pablo today. He doesn't do too much, but he gives 1,000% effort. And it's the same with Tati. Do I think he's a great striker? No. I don't think he's going to score lots of goals for us. Do I think he could become a cult hero? Yes. Which is weird to say. But he really, really tries hard. And I'm, like most West Ham fans, I will take trying hard over talent that doesn't work hard any day of the week. I look at Paqueta in this team at the moment, and I don't think he tries as hard. I think his heart's been out of it for a little while, and I think it shows. Do I think he's a much better player than Pablo? Yes, I do. Do I think Pablo's been more effective? Yes. These two players are undefeated. So I've got to say, well done to the manager. Well done to the players. Thank Lord to the fans. We've got to really pray that Forest get beat now. I look at it and why do we do it every time? I don't even want to utter the words, is the great escape on? But in these last two showings, it really does look like it is. Areola still has his moments, but then he still also has the moments of brilliance. He made two fantastic saves today, one in the very first half, and then the second one, which was a complete sort of miskit knuckleball that he managed to get a fingertip onto it, onto the post, onto the bar, and then saved it. So he done well. I do genuinely think if we signed a solid centre-half and a goalkeeper, we would be a very different side. That's not to say that I think we should be getting rid of Areola and Mavropanos or Todibo. So it's hard to say because obviously they're doing it, but I do think them areas are the areas we need to improve on. I think we've probably got the firepower there in Somerville and Bowen, especially if they're playing like they are at the minute. They're both incredible. Somerville was like a breath of fresh air today. Getting the chances, taking people on, having a go. Scored a great goal. Great header. He's the smallest man on the pitch. Great header. It's just nice to do a positive video for once. It really is. As I say, I haven't got anything negative to say. It was good, West Ham. I really enjoyed that bit of Xhaka losing his call. I don't know what it was about. If anyone knows, let us know in the comments. But I really, really enjoyed it. I'm sitting in a hotel room in Abu Dhabi at the minute. Didn't even get to go to the pub. My daughter's horse riding today, so I watched it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Bowen's penalty was fantastic. I thought the penalty was a little bit soft, but I'll take it. Goal at the end. I thought Souček was really good again. I know a lot of you don't like him, but I will take him every day of the week. And I think next to Fernandez, I think he probably does need changing at the ends. I would have probably bought, to be honest with you, I would have actually bought James Ward-Prowse on today. And I'm glad that the manager's put him on the bench because I do think he could be very important for us in this run-up. We've just let Rodriguez go. Paqueta's going to go. Irvin's gone. 3 midfielders down in this transfer windows when we need players in isn't very good. So I do think Ward-Prowse could have been someone coming off the bench. I just think he could tidy us up a little bit. That little bit of know-how, maybe that Potts doesn't have because he's got a bit of that naivety about him. And that's not a dig at Potts, as I say. Not at all. So pleased for Ollie Scarles. So pleased. Because we really want our own to succeed. And as I say, people like Potts and Scarles, they should never have been relied to be our first choices. They should never have been that. Not at their ages and at their level. So it's nice to see Potts coming on and getting a win. Coming on, doing a little bit in there, getting a win, get a bit more experience, and he'll keep going and going and going. And hopefully one day he will take over fully in that role. But when he's best prepared. But anyway, that's enough for me today. We'll be back Tuesday with Addy, Mickey, and Gary for the longer form podcast. Make sure if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Let me know how you're feeling below because I'm feeling so good. Going to watch the rest of the football. It was nice that we had a first game. Going to watch the rest of the football this weekend. Just knowing that we got that win. I'll be watching Forest Brentford tomorrow because I don't think we catch Leeds. I really don't. I just don't. I just hope it's not too late. But nothing's ever too late. And I do think with a couple of extra signings, a couple of extra bodies, and that's where I'd say I'd probably get rid of Paqueta now, get that money in. If it meant we could get a couple of extra bodies in, I would do it. Because I do think there is a slight chance. If Forest lose tomorrow, there's a big chance we could stay out. Anyway, great weekend. Come on, you Irons. Love it.